If you thought the day a few weeks ago where Alan Williams resigned, $100,000 in equipment was stolen from Soldier Field, and Justin Fields and Chase Claypool took shots at their coaches, you have no idea what the day from hell at Halas Hall happened today. And ironically, they were both on Wednesdays, so I think that they just need to cancel everything that happens at Halas Hall on Wednesdays. Bears fire running backs coach David Walker today. Matt Eberflus claimed that the culture is great after this news came out, and Jaylon Johnson was brutally honest with his contract situation, including calling out new teammate Montez Sweat. Hope you have a drink in your hand because you may need it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rody, and as always, thank you for tuning in. Another bizarre day to a bizarre season here at Halas Hall. Before I begin, if you think that we should blow up this entire franchise and rebuild again from the front office standpoint, at least hit the like button on this video. Some of the things that happened today just have me shaking my head. And put your thoughts in the comment section below. So to start things off, the Bears fired running back coach David Walker. Earlier this season, Walker actually had an incident with HR, which was the same reason why he was fired today, due to his workplace behavior. And they already had a close eye on him. I guess over the last couple of days, he crossed that line again, leading to his release from the Chicago Bears. Walker, a coach since 1994, has been with the Bears for the last 2 seasons. He's also in the NFL coached the Colts and the Lions. Another Matt Eberflus connection. In his replacement at the moment, the Bears put assistant wide receiver and quarterback coach Omar Young in his place for the rest of the season. Unless he, for some reason, gets fired too, which honestly, nothing shocks me anymore. This is an absolute disaster, and Matt Eberflus needs to be held accountable for this because these are his guys. He hired this entire staff. And that's 2 coaches already gone this season where there was supposed to be an upswing. This is the kind of stuff that just breaks teams down. Mark Trestman never seemed to have a situation like this. John Fox never seemed to have a situation like this. And Matt Nagy never seemed to have a situation like this. So what does that tell you about what's going on with Matt Eberflus as a head coach? And like I said, after all this stuff that went down, Flus had the audacity to go up to the microphone and say that the culture is great in the building right now. You're 2-6, you started 0-4, and you have the audacity to say that there's a great culture right now? Then he said he had no comment on David Walker, and then he's had no comment on Justin Fields' injury situation, and again, he had no comment on the Alan Williams situation. No transparency, no ownership for these type of situations as the head coach, and it's starting me to question me and with his leadership abilities. Oh yeah, and then he had the audacity to say, we're 2-2 in the last 4. We should have won one of those games being 3-1, and we're really starting to get things going. Come on, man. There was so much promise with Eberflus, but these things just keep adding up, and I don't see how he's going to be the Bears head coach after this season. And then finally, Jaylon Johnson comes out and says he was shocked that he was at the podium at that moment when speaking to reporters and that he was at Halas Hall today. He truly thought he was going to be traded. He asked for the trade and he thought he was going to get it. He, quote, knows his worth and that he's one of the best corners in the game, unquote. No denial there that he's having a great year, but very awkward answers for reporters for this entire situation. He also stated he is, quote, not trying to change the market, unquote. He just wants to get paid. I think he deserves a raise for sure, but to be the highest paid corner in the market, no, I absolutely don't. You're missing 25% of your career so far due to injuries, and he's missed at least 2 games every season so far. I think the Bears should re-sign him because he is great. He's a great locker room asset, great leader, and only 24 years old, but not max money. No, not going to happen. Johnson then also stated, he was a little all over the place, that he wanted to be a Chicago Bear, but he and his agent wanted to seek a trade because of the gap in expectations of an extension with the Bears, unquote. Not a good look. I wonder how truly low Poles is lowballing him, if he even is. And then the kicker. He was asked, if Montez Sweat gets a contract extension before you, will that sit well with you? No hesitation. He goes, no, it wouldn't. Well, this is fun. The Hell Day from Halas Hall 2.0 happened, and, you know, hopefully the day is over. It's 1:57 at the end of this recording, so I'm praying that nothing else goes on. But with that, thank you very much for joining this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rody, and as always, bear down.